One of the things that I see get in the way of people's manifestations and realizations of their desires and of their true heart's intentions is listening to what the people around them, while they may be well-meaning, have to say about their journey. And I think that when we get into a space where we are beginning our journeys, when we're really having something that we want, when we have something that we desire, a lot of things can get in the way of that. And the first of them is telling other people about what you want to manifest, telling other people about what your plans are, what your goals are, and where you want to see yourself in the future. And there's a variety of reasons why this is a really, really bad idea, and why I always advise my clients to keep something internal, to keep it sacred, like a seed that's growing under the earth, until you feel vibrationally steady enough to let it be exposed to other people's opinion. Because when you're first starting out in the manifestation process, you yourself still need a little bit more momentum to fully believe and on board into your conscious reality. We have to regulate your nervous system. We have to make sure that your body feels safe to receive these thoughts, ideas, and concepts before they can ever see the light of day. And so what happens is, if you were to, for example, try and grow a flower in the month of January, the conditions surrounding that flower would not be suitable for the flower's growth, development, and eventual bloom. The same is true for the people around you in your environment. Now, while they may be well-meaning, what happens is that they are not containers themselves for your dreams. Nor should they be. They are your dreams. They are your manifestations. They are your desires. Other people could not possibly see them from your perspective and from the set of eyes and the heart that wants them. That's why I share with all of my clients that the first 90 days, at least, bare minimum, that we are in our manifestation intensive, you tell no one. Now, when stuff starts showing up in your life, when the little manifestations start popping up and life starts to get really, really good for you, you're going to be really tempted to run out and tell every single freaking person that you know, I need you to stop. Because what happens is, even if we feel like we're in a steady and constant vibration, it is an immediate response to our nervous system, an immediate hit the first time that somebody says, well, you better not get too excited. Well, you know, so-and-so tried that and it didn't work out. And these are all pesticides to that flower of intention that we are trying to bloom. So one is making sure that conditions are correct and that it is a hospitable environment. And in the beginning, you can control. And so initially, I want you to keep it really quiet and really sacred. This is the time that your manifestation, your intention, your desire is gestating. So you can put whatever you want. You can fine tune the details of what it is that you want to manifest. You can add, you can subtract, you can streamline it to fit your evolving version of yourself as you move through life. This is just a side effect of being human, waking up every day, going out into the world and having experiences. It's going to happen and you can bet on it. And then after some time has passed, and by time, I don't mean linear time, because human time is a made up concept, right? It means nothing else in terms of energy. But some gestation has occurred, some momentum has ensued surrounding your desire. Then, little by little, and especially as all of this cool other micro manifestations start popping up and just blowing you away, then we can expose it little by little to the opinions of others. But bear in mind that the first time that someone judges your manifestation, the momentum track and the frequency that it's on might take a little bit of a hit. So I want you to be prepared for that and wait until you feel so solid. And maybe that time is when it's actually manifested. That happens to me a lot. I will start a business or I will do a home project and I won't tell anyone. I'll just do it. And I'm just operating purely out of my source of momentum, my source of pure intention. And I will accomplish so much in a short period of human time because I don't play by the rules of time, because I know that they don't exist and that I am the conscious creator in my own reality. And all of a sudden, the people around me will be like, what the hell, Olivia? Like, you didn't tell us that you were building a house. You didn't tell us that you had funded this business. You didn't tell us that you were doing a multi-million-dollar launch. But here it is. That's because I want to keep it sacred. I want to keep it sovereign, and I want to keep it intimate. until the last possible second. At the end of the day, I am also consciously aware that all of these manifestations, all of these intentions, I want, I desire, and I'm aligning with the frequency of because of my belief in how it will make me feel. So I onboard my emotional state. I make sure it's a safe place to receive in my body. For example, if somebody says to you, you could be a millionaire. How does that feel? Is your initial reaction to go, or get weird with it? That was me for a really long time until I flipped my frequency regarding abundance, regarding expansion, and started to really implement the same principles that I share with all of my clients and in my programs today. So those are the steps towards safeguarding your manifestation until it's ready to bloom.